So, the science video is still coming. I promise. That video now will probably have to wait though until my kiddos are back with their dad. I just feel like that one is mentally stimulating, mentally exhausting for me to really deep dive into it the way that I want to while I have them. So be on the lookout for that one next week. Next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, probably sometime in there. I have so many, that I want to do that you guys have asked me. You guys have been asking me about the whole Ho'oponopono, and oh my gosh, the magic behind it, and how does it work, and what is, like, how does something like that heal a psych ward? And that one is something that I've been playing with. So I guess it kind of goes hand in hand with this, but this video is not going to be a deep dive video. This video, I'm on my way to go pick up my son, and go bring him back to the house so that he can go chill go play with the nanny for a little bit, and then I want to go take myself and get something to eat, before, while she's still with the kiddos, a little bit of self-care time. So this one though is just for me. We've been talking a lot about our purpose, and it's so hard to know, like when people are like, oh, well, I feel like I'm at this dead-end job and it doesn't bring me joy, and I don't even know what I'm doing with my life, and you've said go find a job that brings you joy. Okay, well, fair enough. Sometimes that one takes a little bit of playing around, and you might, need to start on the side doing some stuff and just seeing hey, if I go out dancing, does that bring me joy? Start with little hobbies. Do I like to be around people and social? Do I like to crochet, knit, draw, do pottery? Try something. See if you enjoy the time that you spend doing it. But this one is something that basically was an aha moment for me the other day. And I talked a little bit about this, and you guys helped me get there with this, because some of you guys have asked if I can do Zoom sessions for the somatic trauma release, and I will probably start looking at offering those in a month or two. I'm transitioning the room in my house right now just to be able to do treatment, hands-on treatment at home without having to pack up the car, always have my trunk packed full of work stuff, loading Lily in, or the kids, depending on who I have, and trudging off to work just to set up another room that's not mine. It doesn't feel like mine. I took my daughter to As You Wish today. It was the first time that that I've ever done that. First time she's ever done that. First time. So you go in, they already have the clay, pottery, whatever set up for, they already have it made for you, but then you get to choose out your paints, and you get to paint it, and you leave it there, and then come back for it, I think in 3 to 4 days. And I was gonna make something to hold my crystals in. I already have something that holds a handful of crystals and my pendulum in it, but it's a glass heart that I got, and Callie got this gold box that's shaped like a heart, and Hobbs got this metal tray, metal bowl that's shaped like a heart to hold his rocks and crystals in, and so we all bought those together from the White Dove thrift store over by my work, and I was going to trade out this sunflower, but I made it into Gerber. I don't even know how to say Gerber daisy, Javera daisy. I don't. They were what I had for my wedding. I love those flowers so much that I can't even say it. And so I was like, oh, I'll trade that out. My daughter was like, she was heartbroken. She was like, but don't get rid of it, but don't. I was like, well, what else am I gonna do then? Like, I don't want a mug. I already have mugs. I already have, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this in my treatment room, and it's gonna be something that I made, that I painted, and it can be for my clients to put watches, jewelry, whatever that they have, because oftentimes they'll have like a necklace or something, and they lay it over their clothes, but this way it'll have its own little bowl to put that kind of stuff in. And I was like, well, that'll be really neat. And I've already been dreaming up, I already know the color I'm going to do, and I'm going to actually take some of the pictures that I took in Kauai and print them off onto canvases, and I'm going to decorate my room with that. So this is going to be the first time that I'm actually decorating, because I'm not a big decorator. I like plain walls. I do. I guess I'm more minimalist, which is really, really tough to do when you have kids. It's like impossible to do. Okay, just me personally when you have kids. So, this will be the first time that I'm actually decorating a room with stuff that is like my art. So, anyways, total ADD moment there. That was something that brought me joy, but going back to, thank you, the Zoom stuff, I will. After this project, I will get all the Zoom stuff set up and start offering those. And that's kind of, I guess, where you guys helped me get to this realization is, I said I love holding space for people. I love being that safe space for someone to confide in without judgment, but instead being their cheerleader, or if they do want some advice, some guidance, or if they just want to bounce off ideas, whatever it is. I really, really enjoy that. I love it when people are open and vulnerable with me, and I love it when they say things like, I don't tell anybody else this. You're the only person that I talk to about this kind of stuff. I really enjoy being able to be that safe space for a person, and I feel like that's a big honor, that people trust me with that stuff because they know there's no judgment. And that's what I'm realizing that is one of my soul's purposes. And it just was like this grand aha moment of, oh my goodness, when I do this, it brings me so much joy. And I'm like, that I feel like is a big purpose for my soul in this lifetime, is to learn how to let go of judgment in a scenario. And I've had this person that I know from the jiu-jitsu community, their posts have popped up a couple times lately on my feed, my social media feed, and it was talking about abuse, physical, mental, emotional, you name it, with her and her husband, and apparently some things to do with him and inappropriate texts with minors. And I knew these people in the jiu-jitsu community. I know where I was at when I was in that community, so the people that I would have attracted, been friends with, that were in my reality at the time. This kind of a thing doesn't surprise me that it's coming up, but it was one of those where I sat in it, and it came up. It's now come up a couple times, and I'm like, why is this coming up? And I'm like, okay, well, why is it coming up? Well, let's sit here and think for a second. What are all those thoughts that just went through your head? And so I'm not going to share those, but I just sat there post, looking at the pictures associated with it, and I just allowed those thoughts to go through. But I allowed them to do so in a very conscious manner of, what are you thinking right now? And then I was like, okay, well, where are you feeling this? Because you were triggered reading this, but why are you triggered? What's triggering you? And I sat there with many of the triggers, for those involved, and I just felt it, and I acknowledged the judgment that I was having, and I just sat there with it all until it felt like that stuff was cleared, had passed. And so I'm realizing that that's something that maybe ties in with the Ho'oponopono, and that's their way of clearing it, is almost like a transmuting those feelings, and allowing yourself though to feel them, but not hold on to them, but release them. And that's what the transmuting is feeling the feels, acknowledging the judgment, being conscious of the judgments, and letting them pass. Not shaming myself for those judgments, not no idea why, but for some reason it's coming up for me too. So, what role did I play? Like, why am I reading this? What role, what part do I play in this? And what do I need to address? And waiting until those thoughts clear, and waiting until the feelings pass. And it makes a lot of sense for me with this stuff, and it makes me very excited to look ahead to the Zoom stuff and get to do that. I have had an astrology reading. I love my astrologer. She is, I can post her info below. Juliana Bishop, Herbal Jewels, I think is her business name. I think I've shared it on here, but I'll share it again below. And one of the things that she said that was like, a big connector for me was the wounded healer. My north node is Chiron, and that's like your life's purpose, and Chiron's the wounded healer. And when she said that, things just made so much sense to me, and it makes sense too that I would even be able to help clear judgments on things and hold space and clear judgments even from distance. I've always been in person, and that's been, what I've noticed is the wounded healer. So like the biggest thing was the car accidents after I was in my own, getting to help people heal from theirs, and jiu-jitsu athletes and Muay Thai athletes and people that I can relate to having injuries from, and helping those people heal. And now, some of the energy stuff, and man, like I said, sometimes I don't know how we're functioning, even walking, talking, breathing humans sometimes with some of the stuff that we've been through. It's amazing just how, when we say how resilient we are, it really is amazing sometimes how resilient we are. When you see somebody and you're like, wow, you've been through that. That is, wow. And so I guess this is just one more of those things now and I'm gonna need to practice on myself, right? Like letting go of the judgment for myself, because I am definitely often my own worst critic. But yeah, so that was just a beautiful realization. Thank you guys for helping me get there and helping me find part of my soul's purpose. And I think part of my soul's purpose is just learning how to let go of judgment. So thank you for that, and I love you and hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And of course, I want to hear below what are some of your reasons for being here. Why are you here? What's your purpose? Let's hear it. I love you.